Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to You Are the Universe podcast. I'm Aurelia Serafina, also known as Victoria Haffer, a galactic soul guide, light code activator, and holistic alchemist of both humans and animals. My mission is to awaken the harmonic remembrance within you, the part of yourself that knows you are more than your body, more than your mind, and deeply connected to the web of life, the cosmos, and all sentient beings. Here, we explore the unseen energies, the wisdom of the stars, and the sacred connection between humans, animals, and the universe itself. Together, we unlock frequencies that help you remember your divine light, your unique gifts, and your soul's divine purpose. Today, I'm speaking of an extremely powerful topic, ancestral lineage healing for the cycle breaker without sacrificing yourself. If you're listening to this right now, I want you to know something before we begin. This message found you on purpose. You didn't need another productivity hack. You didn't need another reminder to try harder or to be more disciplined. What your soul needed was permission to put the weight down. So wherever you are, driving, walking, lying on the floor, making tea, allow for your shoulders to soften. Let your breath drop into your belly. And let your nervous system hear the safety in my voice. This space is for the ones who've always felt older than their age. The old soul. The responsible one. The more aware one. The more sensitive one to the emotional undercurrents of rooms, relationships, and family systems. This is for the ones who were given the sacred and sometimes heavy role of cycle breaking. And today we're going to gently but clearly remember. You were chosen to heal the lineage, not by rescuing, fixing, or carrying everyone. Drum roll, please. But by becoming free yourself. Yeah, let that land. Becoming free yourself. Let's talk about recognizing the cycle breaker identity. If you're the one who feels deeply affected by your family's emotions, was the strong one way too early, including myself, maybe the oldest child, became the emotional translator, mediator, or silent observer, struggled with guilt when choosing yourself, and felt like leaving old patterns meant betraying the people you love. I need you to hear this clearly and loudly and clearly. There is nothing freaking wrong with you. You're not too much. You're not too sensitive. You're definitely not broken. And you're not imagining the pressure that you felt as a child. Cycle breakers are born with heightened awareness. Your nervous system could sense unsafe patterns before you had language for them. Your body registered things as truth long before your mind caught up. Often there was dysfunction in the home life, maybe trauma, maybe addiction. But here's the distortion many of us internalized. If I don't hold this together, it will all fall apart. What age did that happen for you? For me, it was 6. That belief is not truth. That is inherited survival. Let's talk about releasing the savior contract. The unspoken contract you never agreed to consciously. Everything, they say that by the age of 7, we've basically bought the majority of our belief systems or, created the vows and the contracts subconsciously when we were younger. This is called the generational savior contract. This is the belief that You must suffer so that others don't. You must stay small so others can feel comfortable. You must regulate everyone else's emotions before your own. You must earn the ability to rest, to be loved, or to have freedom, or to even play and experience joy. For many of you, love was conditional. Peace was fragile, and so you learned to become hyper aware, anticipating moods, especially maybe with our parents or any role models, older siblings, smoothing the edges and constantly over explaining yourself. But I want you to hear me now. That is not lineage healing. That is reenactment. You have to know you don't heal bloodlines by repeating the pain. You heal them by stopping the pattern in your beloved body. There is no prize for exhaustion. There is no virtue in self-abandonment. And there is no spiritual reward for staying stuck and reliving those old patterns over and over and over again. I need to remind you, you are not here to save anyone. You are here to show others what freedom truly feels and looks like. So how does ancestral healing actually work? This is important. So let's slow this part down. Ancestral healing doesn't happen in conversation alone. It happens in the nervous system. Trauma lives in the body, in your energy field. Survival lives in your spine. Silence lives in your throat. Shame lives in the gut. And frozen emotion lives in our hips and in our jaw. So every time you choose rest over pushing yourself, you choose truth over silence. You choose healthy boundaries over feeling guilty. You choose pleasure over punishing yourself. And you choose presence over checking out. Something ancient relaxes. Your ancestors don't heal because you convince them. They heal because your body stopped playing out the wound over and over and over again. You become the interrupt point in time. This is quantum healing. This is cellular. This is real transformation. So let's talk a little bit about practical ways to break the ancestral cycle. Let's ground this now. Here are ways you can actively break the ancestral cycle without burning yourself out. Step 1, stop over-explaining yourself in your healing. If someone requires you to justify your boundaries, they're not seeking understanding. They're seeking to control you. Your life is the explanation. Step 2, heal your body, not just your thoughts. Talking can help, but it also relives the past over and over and over again. The real healing comes from true embodiment. Consistency with gentle daily somatic practices like gentle movement, my favorite, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, dance, Breath work is a must. Conscious breath work. Your breath is the divine connection to your mental health and your greatest teacher. Spending time in nature as much as possible and bringing nature to you. If you do find yourself inside a lot in your office, maybe having a running fountain or a succulent or fresh flowers. Taking part in somatic safety rituals, as well as nourishment without restriction. Healthy foods, purified water, smoothies and vegetarian options, organic foods from local farms that practice, not spraying with toxic chemicals. These daily, gentle, somatic practices tell your lineage you're safe. You don't need to live in survival anymore. Step 3, release your loyalty to struggle. Oh my goodness, this is such an important piece of the puzzle. So many of my clients have taken that role on, that struggle needs to be a part of their day, their daily life. Ask yourself honestly, where am I choosing difficulty or struggle because it feels familiar? Let that land. You need to know that ease is allowed. Joy doesn't erase your roots, and peace doesn't dishonor the past. Step 4, practice healthy, energetic boundaries. This creates protection for your soul. Remind yourself that you can love people without holding their emotions. You can honor your family without carrying their pain. You can walk away from dynamics that cost you your health. Yes, even during the holidays. Say softly, now. I release what is not mine to carry. I invite you to say that again. I release what is not mine to carry. Remember, you are the lighthouse. I want to reframe something. Your role is not being the lifeboat. You don't jump into chaos to save people from drowning in patterns they're not ready to release. Your job is to stay grounded. Your purpose is to stand lit in your sovereign divinity, to stand steady, unwavering from your authenticity and truth. And from that place, others remember who they are, or they don't. And it's not your responsibility to activate someone else's sovereign divinity. Remember, whatever it is, detach from the outcome. All is okay. True leadership through embodiment is quiet, it's regulated, it's sovereign. Your peace is powerful precisely because it doesn't chase anyone. Take a moment here. Allow for all of that to land. That was a lot. I invite you to place one hand on your chest, on your heart, and one on your belly, unless, of course, you're driving. And breathe. And remember, you have incarnated into this lifetime and into this body for very special reasons. One of them being to free your ancestral lineage, or you wouldn't be listening right now. And remember, you are courageous for choosing yourself. And you were chosen because you are capable, not of carrying the pain, but of ending it. How powerful is that? You are the living permission slip. You are the healed timeline. And you are the beginning of something wonderfully new. No, you don't have to rush this. And just keep choosing divine alignment. Keep listening to your body and continue to choose you. I see you, my sister, my brother. Your ancestors feel you, and your future self is already thanking you. Until next time, stay grounded, stay embodied, and remember, you are never meant to do this alone. I want to thank you for joining me on this powerful healing journey today. And remember, every step you take in awareness, every moment you move with intention, and every time you honor your connection with yourself, your animal companions, and the beloved earth, you are activating your harmonic remembrance, remembering that you are a radiant being of the universe. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with someone who might need to hear this message today. And if you'd like to go deeper, feel free to explore my offerings or connect with my Galactic Harmonics community by visiting victoriahaffer.com. Until next time, beloveds, remember, you are the universe.